Okay, that was weird. Okay. Um. Alright, we should be good to go. I don't know why my encoder is being stupid. OBS needs to stop it. But, anyways, what's up, guys? I'm back again with some more shit. Today, guys, I'm doing something a little bit different. I've said before I was going to be doing this type of stuff, and a lot of people are like, "Meh, whatever." So I just have my camera on just to kind of just say hi and whatever. I'm gonna have my camera off most of the time. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of show you guys what I go into to kind of like editing and stuff like that. I do plan on doing some more like coding and stuff like that, to where I can have like my mouse like basically just like be in between scenes and stuff like that, you know. But I just didn't have the time tonight to do it, and also I'm trying to look at some bug fixes and stuff for that type of stuff. So once I get that kind of done and over with, I might do my own little like video on how to do it for people who want to do things like what I want to do, because I actually use two monitors to edit normally. I have a monitor for my main stuff, and then if I have stuff to do on the other monitor, I actually do a quick transition to where, yeah, you guys are gonna see my other monitor. Oh no, ba 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 da ba ba ba. Then I do a transition to where I kind of talk about my informational type shit. So like if I need to do like funny things on here, or if I need to write something down for whenever I do my voice acting and stuff like that. This kind of is what this stuff is kind of what I'm going to be doing more of. So that stuff you guys aren't really going to be seeing. I still use Sony Vegas like a caveman. Vegas is still fine. I mean, I'm not saying Sony Vegas is still a good program. The only reason why I use Adobe Premiere is that I had it for a decent price. I mean, it went up to $50 now, which kind of sucks. I think it's like 54 something. But for whenever I was a student in school, I got for $29. You know, $30 a month. It was only raised by $20. Because you know I've been with them for 3 years. I'm not gonna raise the price that much on me. They're gonna lose me. So, but I just enjoy Premiere more. I just that's how I had to use and learn how to do things with, and so it makes my life a little bit easier. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna try to have things on this monitor right here mainly. But if I find something that I think is interesting that I need to work on or kind of show you guys, I will be sure to show you guys. I'm also gonna try to close a few of these windows. So there we go. But yeah, obviously my taskbar down here is a little bit cluttered right now, mainly because I have a lot of shit. You know, but there's a few people out there who have asked about editing and how to get into it and how to really do things. Now, normally whenever I edit and stuff like that, it's usually really late at night. I don't really like talk about it and stuff like that, but I usually edit very late at night. And also I do editing when I'm kind of more alone. I don't like having people in my ear or stuff like that. Yeah. How frequent are the crashes with Premiere? Premiere has only crashed twice on my computer in the 2 years I've used it with this build that I have. So it survived a CPU swap and also survived a motherboard swap. So this thing has not done that bad on me. Now I have had a few times where the actual Adobe suite would crash, but specific if I only have 1 or 2 things up at a time, then it's fine. But if I try to run like my entire computer and also edit on that, it's kind of annoying. And also, I'm not going to show you guys the encoding process or whatever. But I do have some really cool things planned up, guys. I'm going to show you guys a little bit what I'm doing now. I'm also going to start another edit. So I'm going to kind of do 2 edits in one video or one live stream. That's why I'm going to be on here for a little while. So I'll be able to answer questions. You know, so I'll be here for a little bit. I wish we could listen to music on here, but, you know, YouTube hates me. So, oh well. Ha 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 ha. So, yeah. But you guys gotta kind of see what I'm going to go through, what my process is. And you guys are kind of just going to get a small little pack, whatever, in-depth little view on how I edit my videos. Now, me and Houdini both use the same software, which is great. But I'm trying my best to find a nice 27-inch i7 iMac. So if you know anyone who wants to sell one for about $1,000, let me know. I will actually possibly take it. But yeah, so I'm kind of looking at that type of stuff because me and Houdini kind of need to help more with editing and stuff like that. He's been very busy recently, and then I have just been dying and killing myself all the night. So yeah. So obviously, if you can't tell on the screen, I'm going to be doing my Pokemon Let's Go thing. So these are things. This is it. So Let's Go is a very fun game. But in general, I'm gonna do probably like a 20-minute video on how much it's like meh to me. But it is a fun game. I do like some aspects about it. There are some things I'm not gonna be able to do with you guys. But I do have you know, I do have some other things that I want to be doing on top of this as well. I'm also going to have some live action parts on here that I can't really do because obviously I'm using my webcam right now, and I can't use my webcam as a secondary thing, and that would make no sense. So, yeah. So hopefully everything looks a little bit decent, a little bit clear. I hope so at least. So, yeah. Pokemon people, please don't sue me. All I'm trying to do is just show people how to just have some fun and edit and stuff like that. You know, so, but yeah, we're kind of here, we're chilling out. Obviously, guys, I have an hour-and-a-half gameplay footage. You know, yeah, it's really weird. But anyway, so even though I have an hour-and-a-half of footage on here, what is this thing doing? Even though I have an hour-and-a-half of footage on here, I'm only gonna be using maybe about 20 minutes of it, really. Which is the nice part about it, because then, you know, I have product for other people to use, and I have this saved as an MP4. Once I'm done with it, that normal file is actually going to go into an external hard drive. So I have a place to put it whenever I'm done with it, because eventually, by the end of this year, my goal is trying to actually do a computer upgrade video / live stream with you guys, where I'm actually going to upgrade my rig to have 2 4-terabyte hard drives in them, and I'm going to put them into a RAID 0. So obviously if I, you know, lose data and stuff on it, it will be my fault. And also I'm going to put a 2-terabyte Seagate in my system as well too, for all my Steam games and also for anything else I would need for long storage. But I really want to have a Steam drive that's just for Steam, not for like Steam and then this and then that and that. You know, I want to make it mainly for Steam, and I want to have a really fast editing drive as well too. So yeah, that's really about it. Also, Retro, why'd you change your name to Space Ghost? Like, I know I've been off for a while. I kind of talked about it a little bit, but I kind of been off for a while. I kind of went a break from social media and stuff, and it's been nice. It's actually been able to. I've been able to get a lot of stuff done in my house. You know, and work is killing me, so it kind of, which it happened at a decent time. You know, so I never heard the story or the reason why you change your name to Space Ghost, or if you just change like that because that's what you wanted. I don't know. So, but yeah, I guess it's just edit. I mean, you know, so obviously I'm in the very early stages. So as time goes on, and as more and more of my script gets written down on the other page, is the more quicker I'm gonna get done with this. Now I'm gonna go till maybe about like 11 o'clock, guys, and then I'm gonna end it, because I have no idea if Houdini's even gonna wake up today. No one really knows. You know, but I don't want to be on here for 5 or 6 hours and kill you. I'll explain in Discord sometime. I need help getting my TV as a computer monitor. It's a Samsung with HDMI. Then plug the HDMI into the TV with your. You take the HDMI end, you put it in your graphics card, you put it in your TV, you source it to where that HDMI port is, and it's a monitor. It's super quick. If you are using the HDMI, then get a display port to HDMI. Those are cool. So there's like 4 or 5 ports for HDMI on TV. And just plug it in one of them. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Not one is going to be different than 2, 3, 4, or 5. The only difference is if one of them is specifically labeled like HDMI 2.0. But if it's all the exact same HDMI port, then it doesn't matter where they are. So, I mean, I always try to make the one I use the most at the top and just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's all on you. Depends on how you like it. So, I kind of already did the first few minutes of the actual editing. So obviously my intro is right there. You're tech savvy. I'm not. So just HDMI to Elgato. No, HDMI to where you're. What are you trying to do exactly? Are you trying to have a secondary screen, or are you trying to see HDMI through your Elgato? Because your Elgato is just gonna go. It's just gonna show the actual game, not like that. Just make it into a screen. So on the back of the computer, where your graphics card is, so not where your USB port is, the under that, where you should have into your monitor right now, there should be an HDMI on there. And if you're already using that HDMI port, then you might have to buy a what's called a display port to HDMI. But basically just plug the HDMI from the graphics card into your TV. Then on your monitor, you should have other ports on there. It should be like HDMI, DVI, and VGA. And depending on how your monitor actually came with it, because some monitors come with stuff, some of them don't want to come with stuff. But you plug it straight into the graphics card, though. You don't plug it into the Elgato. Because the Elgato is just going to make it an output, which will make no sense. Because you just see a blank screen unless if you have your game on. So, but okay. So there's I kind of show you guys what I'm working on at the specific second. So if you guys can tell, I'm only like 2 minutes in, so I don't need the plug that goes into the wall. Like I just want a bigger screen for streaming and stuff, not 2 monitors. Mate, you're just using if you're using your TV, right? Your TV has to be plugged into the wall, so it has power, right? And then if you're using a monitor right now, and if you want just one monitor, that's the TV, you unplug the monitor, put the HDMI that's from the monitor into the TV. So instead of the HDMI port going to the monitor, you just unplug it from the monitor, put it into the TV. We'll be on today. Oh, all right. The monitor has some kind of cable that's blue with 2 screws going into it. So you're using VGA then versus HDMI? Okay, so you're using just VGA. So what you need to do is, so your TV should have come with an HDMI cable, a square cable. So that blue thing needs to be out of the situation like 100%. So get rid of that blue cable and throw it at a wall or something. And then on the back of your PC, on the graphics card, there should be a piece like this. I'm just look up. You have a 1050 Ti, I believe, so. I just need to have a That'll work just fine. So, what you need to do is you need to plug that guy, this guy right there, is what you're going to plug into your TV. The guy in the middle, that's HDMI. So, if you're using a VGA cable, which is the blue one with 2 screws, you need to take that off the back of that, and on the motherboard or on the graphics card, you should see that cable. And you should have a cable that looks like that. If it, you know, they usually come with the TV. So you take this cable, which will look just like this, plug it in there, plug it into the TV, change the source to which HDMI number it is on, and then it should automatically do like some flickering and stuff. Cyber that doesn't help me a lot. Cyber Power PC means nothing to me. Because a Dell PC can have a dedicated graphics card in it. So, I mean, if you want to give me the model number and I'll try and see where it goes. So I'll be right back. Again, it should go right there. So if it has a dedicated graphics card, then it's going to go for this specific card. It's going to go in the middle. Again, it's going to be kind of like a trapezoid in a way. So you plug the trapezoid cable into trapezoid, and then trapezoid on the TV. Him as camera. Hey, what's up, man? Talk to you about making some channel art. What color would you like the main focus? So my main colors that I like at least the most is even though I hate Target, I'll say that I hate Target, but my favorite colors though are red and black. So maybe like a red and black theme, because also YouTube is red as well. And if you make one for Twitch, I really would like maybe like a, not a dark purple, but like a decent purple on a black. So I don't know. I like mine to be like nice and simple. Paste. Go. Fuck no. GUA3440. Paste. Go. Oh. I guess that's another thing. Sorry, you couldn't find it. Okay. I mean, I like dogs, but I don't like them like this. So I guess your PC, I guess, is not on Amazon anymore. Is on like this. View product. Ah, shit. Yeah, it used to be an Amazon link. All right. Put on AMD R7 250. That will help me a lot. AMD R7 250. AMD R7 250. 250 graphics card. And yours is a 2 GB model. Yep. 272 GB. So here's a, I guess, a brief look. So this is the graphics. This may not be the exact one that your PC has, but this is a Radeon R7 252 GB. It has the blue, it has white, and it has that thing in the middle. That thing in the middle is HDMI. So instead of the blue, take the blue out of the situation, then put the HDMI, which is the thing in the middle, the trapezoid in the middle, and you plug that into your TV. If I don't return, I'm blaming you. I don't care. It hurts when I'm right, but it's okay. Again, that middle thing is HDMI. Anyone who knows anything about computers, anything who knows anything about gaming consoles, can tell me right there that that middle portion right there is an HDMI cable. And if one came with your TV, you plug that bad boy in, put that in the slot A, B, C, D, E, F, G, wherever it is on the hell is on your TV, and you have HDMI. So, not like I don't do this for a living, but I don't do this for a living. So, and apparently the rating is 2 stars. Ugh. Yeah, this is version with the 750 Ti. Not surprised. It's an HDMI, baby. Hey, Tim, what's good, my dude? What's up, guys? Some people watching me just not hardly do anything but tell Retro how to use an HDMI cable. This is great. Why am I not getting paid for this? I mean, this is technically target time, you know? No, I'm joking. I'm off today for once. Oh, the first day off in 7 days. Fun, I guess. But anyways, so this is the main part that I'm working on right now. It's going to be kind of like more of my script-oriented stuff. So, obviously, you guys can kind of tell what I'm working on. You know, these markings up here are kind of, I just call like show notes. So if I would like show someone something, and if I say, hey, is this like a funny joke, or like, you know, what is this supposed to be, you know, that can be something I can kind of work with. And then obviously, you know, as I get more and more into how I actually get everything kind of squished down to be like a 15-20 minute video, you know, so I can run so many ads because I'm obviously a partner. I can continuously kind of be like, hey, here's some more things that I can look at or point out to, and what I use is great. What I don't use can be stuff I can use for like bloopers or extra scenes I can put on Patreon or whatever, you know. So a lot of interesting things that I can work on for this, which is, I guess, cool. I don't know. But yeah, so right now I'm kind of just going back through the intro scene. So obviously, if you've not seen anyone play the Let's Go series before, you might want to before I do a review on it, so you kind of have your own feelings about it. But basically, it's kind of weird. It's very, very weird. It's pretty nasty too. So again, it's a cool game. I'm not saying it's not a cool game. I like the game and stuff like that. It's just kind of weird how they kind of make it work, because you just randomly just see, like, you know, it's just a random Pikachu, and then, you know, you go through the whole like English BS, and then, you know, right there in 2 seconds, like, you know, if you woke up and saw this, like, I understand this. If you woke up and just saw this, like, right in your face, tell me you wouldn't be the first person to say, what the hell just happened? I mean, I'm just trying to be logistic here, guys. If you saw this, right as you woke up, half the people would say, oh my god, it's so cute, and then the other half of people would saying, what the hell, how are you here? I'm in number 2, and then I would cuddle it, as long as it doesn't shock me. So, but yeah, so kind of going more onto the scripting side of things. So, one thing that I don't do a whole lot is scripting. I am a person who hates scripts. I'm a person who hates having to read off, like cards and stuff like that. I hate reading off cards. It's something I've always hated doing. And, I guess like a little secret to how I time things weirdly is that, in my high school career, I was a person that kind of was okay to do like improv or whatever. I was a person who's able to go up there, have a card up there that has just some plot point information I had to talk about to get points on the presentation, then just weed my way into having the audience like me, having audience participation, having fun. That's kind of the best part about having cards and stuff like that. That's also the worst part about it. Is that some people, if they write note cards, some people directly just go off the note card, which is fine, but when you're graded on every move that you do, it's kind of like meh, So, yeah. So. Matt Clarinet say, hey, saw dudes. What's good with y'all? I'm just doing stuff. And then people are joining me on stream because I'm doing stuff. So I'm just writing. It's boring, but it's stuff. So, yeah, even though this seems a lot, this is actually maybe like about 45 seconds of stuff. So, the one thing about doing this type of stuff is that you have to really put in like what obviously I'm not like writing in here like, oh, I want to do this like giant like swirl thing or whatever. I'm just doing like simple enlarges or stuff like that. And anything that's in these double things right here, the double, I guess, like star bits, I guess, if you want to say, I don't know. Main thing in those double things are kind of things that happen are more visual to me. So some people do it to where they do like where they have a thing over here, shows like editor note, do this or whatever. But since I'm the only one who's editing, I'm the only one who's filming, I'm the only one who's actually doing all the information for it. Simpler thing to do is just to put information in here, and then once I have everything done, I can print it off, or I can just read it off the screen, do what I want to do, and make sure things are timed correctly. When you do videos like this, which you're trying to be comedic but also entertaining and also informative with, you have to really know when you can use jokes, what jokes you can use. And with one of the big things that you're doing here is that you're wanting to make jokes that are going to be going around on what you're doing. So if, putting your name, and obviously on here, then you get to see your rivals as best friend, but who else to name him but Gary, because guess what his name was in the show, Gary. So also too, like best friends, well too, you can also make a lot of fun jokes about SpongeBob having his best friend or his snail being called Gary and stuff like that. So you have a lot to work with on there. And also with me, I just thought it was funny to put to Gary. So now is the fun part, is now trying to edit down what this is. So right here is where I'm at now. So basically out here, and then obviously right here I'm going to do another enlarge right here. Boom, and then just like boom there. And I'm gonna go right here and go like this, because I guess what they're promoting again, not like they're promoting again in this game for the Nintendo Switch, so it's just those small things. And obviously, you'll be, so how it would work out for this, it would be like, then you get sucked out of your TV with another great showing of the Switch, and finally you get to move around and say hi to your mom after figuring out that you're actually a real human being. So obviously now in the actual part of the game, this is when you're actually able to move around. And the cool thing is that I actually played this with the Pokeball Plus. I'm coming up! Hello, sweetheart! Oh, damn, it's Gary. Finally get to say hi to your mom. Oops, I mean Gary. Like, so again, it's just those small things. Obviously, I know this is gonna be. I know this is boring. Trust me, I know this is boring. This is why a lot of people don't do this type of stuff. But this is I feel this is something that you need to do though. This is something you kind of have to show off. And I wish I was able to kind of do like more like scene switches that are more automatic, but that can't be happening until I get shit fixed. So once that happens, I'll be able to do more of these where it's more like seamless or whatever. But for now, I just have to deal with me just doing transitioning. So as I continue on doing more editing stuff, you'll be able to see more of what I'm doing. But right now, again, obviously, I'm just trying to look at things and stuff like that. So obviously, right here too, I kind of had this moment where after here, he like starts like looking at his like self. So I'm gonna kind of just go right here. I'm gonna take this and just continue on this. So then right here, we're gonna just cut this out, so we don't need it. There's no part in there that we actually need. It's not gonna have to review. So now we're gonna go from seeing the great Switch plugin, and you guys can tell that cut was not a good cut. So we're gonna go back a little bit more and go ahead and do another cut. Wow, I lost so many people so quickly. What the hell? I had a few people watching, and now everyone's just gone. Everyone's left me. Well, I'm sad now. Yeah. But yeah, you know, so small things here and there. And also, just I guess a little side note too is I was playing this game with the Pokeball Plus, so I went all out to make sure this review is actually going to be how Nintendo wants you to play it. And I kind of have some things here and there to talk about the Pokeball Plus itself, which will be done in the review. So it's kind of going to be like a 2-in-1 type deal, where I kind of talk about the Pokeball Plus as well as the game itself. And I think it's also going to help out too, because for people who want to play this game and who want the Pokeball Plus, you know, you'll be like, hey, cool, it's like a thing and it's really actually interesting. Then you have it like right now where it's like, it's whatever. So, you know, and obviously, you know, after looking at Gary and stuff like that. So then you can talk to your mom, you get to look at things, and then obviously now you get to go into your lab. So if you guys can tell, I skipped a few minutes worth of just stuff that I did not need. So obviously, like right here would be a good place for me to kind of have a transition, like right here to walk to Professor Gary's laboratory, or however you want to call it. I don't really give a shit. You know, so then over here on the notes or whatever, you know, I can be like, then you have a look around, you know. So, yeah, right here, this portion right here is something, this is stuff that we really don't really need. Yeah, so this right here is stuff that we honestly don't need. We can kind of just go ahead and just bring this here. But after you talk to Gary and stuff like that, you know, that's stuff that we don't want to show. It's just kind of here, if that makes sense. So, once you look around and stuff like that, obviously you can talk to Gary or whatever. You know, so you get to meet him there, but Professor Oak isn't there. Oh shit. So I think right here would kind of be a funny, I guess, like speed up transition. You know, it's like, oh, Professor Oak is in here. So, and like right here would be really funny just to have a scene where it's like, well, as you look around, looking at everything, you then have to look for Professor Oak, and then obviously you find him. No, and so right here again, speed and duration. So this is a 52-second clip, and for this show to kind of work out, we only want to make it just a few seconds. So honestly, I feel like we can kind of just make this maybe like a 5-second clip. You know, get rid of that crap. And then, so obviously the noise you're going to hear in a second is going to be very annoying, so I'm going to real quickly just try to, like, just like maybe just like, I don't want to say mute it, but I'm just going to real quickly just like get rid of it. So, yeet! And then, so after that, obviously, you see that I'm speeding up, walking everywhere, talking to everybody, blah, blah, blah. Then I look around, and then apparently I see Professor Oak, and it's like, whoa! Then obviously you talk to Professor Oak for a few minutes, and again, this is just the beginning. This isn't even about the gameplay at all. This is just getting your starter Pokemon. You know, so I swear to God, about 5 minutes of this review is just going to be starting. Yeah, also, I named myself Blart. Don't worry about that. But why don't we head over to... Wait, what the fuck? So right here, 30742. So up here, I can actually mark up here a thing that happens. So again, 307. You'll be, you know, it's like you hear Pikachu's voice. I spell that so wrong, but I don't really care. So you're like, what the fuck? What's this? Phew. You go into battle. So yeah, I surely wouldn't expect a Pikachu to appear around here. But since the opportunity presents itself, why don't we practice some Pokemon catching? Rotor. So you get it, yay! Like amazing. You caught a Pikachu! Woo! You know, so right there I could have some commentary just like about some type of stuff. But at 307 again, so 307 you basically get into a battle. So 7. So again, so this right here is a place I'm marking it itself. And then so right here as well too is that, you know, you see it's just like a, you see Oak just like, oh look, you have a good, oh sorry, I shouldn't see. So my boy, why'd you pair the Pokeball and give that Pikachu you caught a name? What? So something right there that would just be like really like there's also, it says like what in the, you know, like also you right there you should be like you could just say so many words, but Professor Oak doesn't say shit, you know, but he just starts doing it. You know, it's I'll say like 115, yeah. Oh sorry, 415. I'm sorry about that. You know, so again, so 415, the lively ball, you know, it's just that type of stuff. And we're using these sequences right now. So I'm going about in like a 5-minute sequence and see what I can talk about in the actual game itself. And then, so obviously, whenever I speak about this type of stuff, I'm going to seem a little bit more robotic. So, yeah. It worked, though the taskbar is really low. Just to make sure that everything is just plugged in right, and you'll be good. Yeah, the taskbar is gonna be a little bit weirder, because sometimes the TV can have an overscan / an underscan. So I can't really help you 1000% on that, but I can at least tell you that you can fix it if you just look up how to turn off TV overscan on like Google or whatever. So, oh shit, there we go. So, yeah, so right here, if we go back to our page of like typing and stuff like that, if we go back here, so obviously we've kind of write down some more information up here on kind of what's been going on. and you encounter someone, and then you can just be like, oh, it's Pikachu. So right here, I'm gonna go about like maybe like 4, like 10, because again, Professor Oak's kind of talking to you, and stuff like that. Then if you go to 415, so if you insert that in, you know, like Professor Oak specifically says like what the, you know, and I should be like what, you know. And then, you know, and something like that I can also like put on it. So like in that, you know, thing right there, I can just be like, oh, just do like you know, funny voice. So, you know, and I know right there, just like what the heck happened? What, you know. So with that, I, you know, I don't know. It's hard for me to explain this without me just like doing it, if that makes sense. So yeah. So that's kind of just like a beginning of it. So we have the lively ball, the Pikachu hears your voice, and obviously, you know, you have the where the hell have I been? So, and already, you know, we are kind of already looking at this, kind of doing our simplified things. So we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna go ahead and do a time lapse, not time lapse, sorry, a speed up on here. Again, we're just gonna do maybe like a 10-second time warpy thingy right there. Because obviously you just see like Pikachu just like, you know, there's like it's time to yeet into a battle. So obviously Pikachu looks really good. You know, so obviously you get the Pokeball, great, that's amazing. So that's right, see right there where it works already, you know. And then, you know, right after it, you just like what the what? Now, that's a lot of Pokemon if I've ever seen one, you know. Shit. Hey, wait, come back. The race for the balls. I don't know. That's really funny. So, Professor Oak! Oh my gosh. I wonder which one it is. So, yeah. Really good things, I guess, just like right there. And with this kind of being how I have it already, I can get rid of these time parts on here. And with these time parts going away, it helps me out in different ways. So obviously this stuff I can get rid of. So those time parts up there are going to be for new ones now, because again, my time is going to be decreasing as I am continuing on doing this. So the more that I decrease my time, the quicker and easier it is for me to figure out where to put it within, like, not my story, but just like how I do everything. So again, so right there we're at 4 minutes, so we kind of already have a small little script. So if I just go right here, and if I play my intro or whatever, so my 10-second intro is done. So if I start out, it's like, so you start, oh wait, hold on, I forgot to do this, hold on, I should probably like switch it so you guys aren't like, boom, there you go. You got it. You're not gonna get coal for Christmas now. Oh, by the way, all mothers must send one gift to each other. May mothers you mean who do for Christmas? Oh boy, don't target to pay me more insurance. No, but I plan on sending you guys something. I just can't tell you guys what yet. So, there is that. Now, all right. So if I start reading off my script here, and I start going back to like Here we go. So you start out in your dream, then randomly, because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is conveniently hooked up to your, Nintendo Switch that's just right there in your face. I don't know. I still don't get this intro. I still don't get this. Like, again, Pikachu just comes out of your TV. It's really, really weird. I don't get it. So you guys see how right there I kind of have something extra that I forgot to take out. So right here is the time for me to do it. So obviously, we'll just go for like right there. Excuse me. And right here, we'll just take out this portion. Alright, we have, we're blackened out. Go here, take that. So now I should be able to take all my other parts that I have fixed and just bring them over here. And obviously, you guys can tell over here that my time is decreasing. So now as we go back in there, this I think is a little bit too long. So if I go here and just be like, right, that face though. What is this show? What am I doing? This is just a show. And so you can tell that right here is right here. I need to take this, and I'm gonna take these out. Now I can go ahead and bring these towards here. So again, I'm trying to do timing. Again, this might seem weird, but you honestly have to learn timing to make these things be entertaining, especially if you're gonna be taking a long ass time for doing it as well too. I screwed that up. That was my fault for screwing that up. The one thing I hate about not having this on like a nice, I guess, trackpad is that on trackpads you can kind of move a little bit more clear on here, but a mouse as well too is also way more precise as well, which is the reason why I like doing it more. So now when we go back to our beginning here, so if intro's out, whatever. So here we are. So you start out in your dream, then randomly, because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is conveniently hooked up to your Nintendo Switch. After that, you should get into a TV, more science, and then after you select your language, you see a yellow rat on your head, aka Pikachu. Then you get to see the man himself, and then so right there, if I go about here, if I go about, while he's like moving around or whatever, if I go there, right? And if I say right here, because I'm going to have a Houdini joke right here. So if I go right here, right? And then I'm going to take all this and legit just going to go off by like choose, like just like, boop. No, not you actually, like, shit. Shitty titties. There we go. Now if we go a little bit this way, like maybe like 10 seconds, right here, I can just be like, and it's, like Houdini, and obviously I would have this like pause as well too, as long as I need it to be, but for just effect, like right there, I would just be saying like Houdini, but really for a black screen, I would maybe have it for about, at least about 20 seconds. So now to enlarge in this, Alex Burks, what's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. So right here, after we're going, so we kind of now have our first introduction kind of already done. So we have the introduction. We have Adobe saving my ass, so if my stuff crashes randomly while I'm streaming, it's great. So, but now we are taking what we have and we're going to be kind of working with it. So we already did kind of like the more intro-ish type scene. So obviously going to from a black screen, reading up on top of the script. So you start out in your dream, then randomly, because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is, conveniently hooked up to your product placement, you know, and right there, how instead of saying, you know, instead of your switch, maybe right here instead of switch, I'll actually just yell like product placement. So now, obviously, it's going to be funnier. This, I think, is still a tiny bit too long. So I think I'm going to stop it from, you know, I think after, you know, that. Actually, right here, I might just get rid of that, honestly. And just continue on just this down here. So maybe I can make it a tiny bit faster as well. So as we continue on. So as you start out in your dream, then randomly, because science, Pedro comes out of your TV, which is then conveniently hooked up to your product placement. So you see, I'm a little bit too, I'm not there. I'm a little bit too off. So the other portion at least gave me time to build up to something, which is fine. I like building up to things, but also I need to make sure that it's also, you know, like funny as well too. So it needs to be funny and also needs to be quick as well. So I don't want to read this off, you know, be like, so start on the dream with Pikachu comes out, you know. You don't want to be too fast, but you don't want to be too slow as well too. You don't want to be like, so you start out in your dream and randomly Pikachu just comes out of a TV, you know. There are times to be slow and funny, and there are times to be fast and funny. So, but right here is where one of those times can be done actually a little bit for speeding. You know, so after like the intro, I could even start a little bit after the intro. So you start out in your dream that randomly, because science, Pedro comes out of your TV, which is conveniently hooked up to your Switch. And then after that, you just go into a TV with more science. And then after you select your language, you just see a yellow rat on your head, aka Pikachu. Then you see the man himself, Houdini. Again, I'm slower on here, but obviously I can switch this up in ADR. So the whole black screen is for the Houdini jug. I'm just going to show black. I'm not going to show anything. It's just Houdini. And it's like, nah, just kidding. It's Professor O. Wherever that was. Yeah, so then you get to see the man himself, Houdini. Nah, but you see Professor Oak in sweet 1080p, 60 frames per second, talking about Pokemon. So, and then with this, you kind of have this long introduction as well. This long introduction is going to be about 10 seconds. So, sorry, Professor, but you are boring, and I need you to be quick. So now see if I... Yeah, shut up. Yeah, that's immediately disgusting. So, let's kind of bring... Oh, shit. Boop. I'm actually wanting to go ahead and bring this a little bit more, actually, like, this way. So I kind of now want to kind of go from here and look at where I'm at now. So... Starting from 10 seconds in. Excuse me, guys. So you start out in your dream, then randomly, because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is conveniently hooked up to your product placement. Then after you just go into a TV with more science, and after you select your language and stuff, you see a yellow rat on your head, aka Pikachu. Then you get to see a man himself, Houdini! You know, give it a few seconds. Right there's good enough. Then right here he's like, nah, it's just Professor Oak, you know. And after he talks to you about Pokemons and stuff like that, you get to see some cool things. So let's bring him back over here. So let's see where we are now. Professor Oak is sweet 1080p, 60 frames per second, talking about Pokemon. Then you get to see your rival / best friend. Oh, God, why is it still in here? That should have been gone the entire time. So now we're going back to here, right? So, obviously, that was a mistake on my part. So, right here, I feel like we could drag this out a tiny bit more. So, I might bring this out, like, another, like, few seconds. You know. And let's start back from the TV. And then after that, you select your language, and you just see a yellow rat on your head, aka Pikachu. And then you get to see the man himself, Houdini! Nah, it's just Professor Oak. But after you see him in the glorious 1080p 60 frames per second, you get to finally meet your best friend slash rival. This boy is your friend and rival who has grown up next door to you. That's amazing. What is his name now? We already know his name. I'm joking. So right here as well too, I also kind of just want to make this kind of just like right there, just just have a little bit of just la dee dee la da da. I'm gonna roast him. Like, this boy looks actually ugly. Like, boo doo doo. Ew, this is so nasty. Oh my god. And then now you just bring this over there. So, again, we're gonna go back from Houdini. Get to see the man himself, Houdini. Nah, just kidding. It's actually Professor Oak in glorious 1080p, 60 frames per second, talking about Pokemon. Then you just see your best friend slash rival, and we're gonna be naming him who you think it is. They are sucked out of the TV with another great showing of the Nintendo Switch. So, and obviously right there, I didn't have anything else because everything else is this way. So, yeah. So it's good if for anyone who does this type of stuff, it is good for you to already have your script kind of ready and readily available to you. So while you're doing this type of deal, you kind of already know what's going on. Because the cool thing about Adobe Premiere is that you can actually just record within Premiere. But for me though, I'm actually going to record in Adobe's AU software, or I might even just do Audacity just for the quickness of it, and then just kind of just plop it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be watching this. So it's called ADR. I'm going to be watching this, and while I'm watching it, I'm kind of going to be reading a script. If you guys have ever watched, like, oh my gosh, what would you say? Like Power Rangers, or, oh, maybe like, sometimes whenever you have a character in a show or whatever that doesn't really have like a human person, but it's like someone actually still talking though, that's ADR. So they're watching them and they're kind of just doing the movements and stuff with them. So yeah, again, boring, yes. Educational, hopefully. So again, I hope I'm not boring you guys too much. I'm trying to be a little bit more informative than I normally am. I was normally with editing, be like, oh, you should do this, and this. And obviously, I'm showing you guys a very, very, very rough edit. Like, the good thing about this is I still have the full non-edited video still on my main hard drive. So I'm able to quickly pull it out if I need more scenes, or if I need like a longer extension of something that I accidentally messed up on. I can just go in there, find it, cut it up, and put it in here. And that's the cool thing about editing, is that there's a lot that you can do with it. But there's also a lot that you can do wrong with it. So for anyone who's thinking about starting to do editing, or to anyone who wants to start doing almost anything that deals with YouTube, that deals with editing, or even if you're trying to do like Twitch highlights or stuff like that, things can be very easy, but also things can be very, very hard as well too. So take what I say a lot with a grain of salt, because I am just some weird guy who works at Target who just does this to make you guys kind of like laugh and stuff like that. And half the time, guys, I'm not really big into like game/product reviews. Now I'm into product reviews because I kind of do the one take show, which I like a lot. And also, that's coming back soon, guys. The One Take Show is coming back very, very soon, including with some other things I want to make an update video about, which I'm probably going to do tonight and just upload tonight as a One Take Show. Ryan Reynolds is my favorite Pokemon. Nice! Go, Reynolds! I feel you there, dude. That's pretty cool. Welcome, Moto Bear. Welcome to the stream, man. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. I don't know how long you've been on, but hello anyways. Kind of just doing some editing for Pokemon Let's Go, kind of doing a small review of it. and taking an hour and a half gameplay, writing a script on it, and just doing stuff and having fun. So if you want to come in and say hi and join in for a little bit, you're welcome to. If not, then hi bye. It's all on you. It's you who can prevent wildfires, and you who can make bears that have genes. So, very, very cool. Anyways, yeah. So now we're gonna again. Seems annoying, I know, but go back from the top of the script. So, when you go back and when you do this so many times, you'll be surprised how many times people do takes in ADR because they said one word wrong and they want it to be as like smooth as possible. So, again, we're gonna kind of go until like, you know, kind of the end now because we kind of have a decent amount of stuff that we could do. And also, even if I really wanted to, as well as I could, you know, I could put like in here, not in here, freaking downloads. There we go. If I grab like Houdini's face and just like make it funny, you know, ha ha ha. Shit. Is all of Houdini's stuff up there? I think it is. Hold on. There we go. We'll just do excited. So we just take this. We kind of just like put them in there. You know, make them the area that we need them to be. Slide them in there, and that is mainly just for me. It may not be in the final edit, but who knows? So starting from the top. So again, we're gonna start from where my intro kind of ends. So you start out in your dream, then randomly because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is convenient hooked up to your. Damn it. I kind of want to get rid of that. I heard this game is easy. It is. It's very easy, actually. The gym battles aren't that bad. Actually, they're actually pretty fun. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the game, since I'm kind of doing a review of it, obviously. But easier said than done is that it is very much a Pokemon, like, bring back of, like, red, yellow, and green, and blue, and purple, and orange. So, you know, very thing is about that. So, I might be a little bit too slow on this one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You start out in your dream, then randomly because science, Pikachu comes out of your TV, which is conveniently hooked up to your product placement, and then you just get sucked into a TV with more science. Actually, it's such a good language. You just see a yellow rat on your head, aka Pikachu. Then you get to see the man himself, Houdini! Now you actually get Professor Oak in sweet 1080p 60 frames per second talking about Pokemon. Then you get to see your rival/best friend, but who else to name him? But this man. This man. Ah, God, this man's ugly. So, now if you guys can tell, obviously there's a head of script. So since I added something in here, I need to go to where it is. So then you get to see your best friend. Yeah, so we can go there. Okay, so now if you go back to Houdini, so obviously Houdini is a very good standpoint. So I'm actually going to take a second, and actually I'm going to highlight Houdini for a very special reason. So right there is a good standpoint for me to start back. So I kind of have the showing and the familiarization of the beginning now. So I can kind of just start from Houdini and just continue on there. So see the man himself, Houdini! Nah, but you get to see Professor. Oh, I was way too. I totally forgot I wasn't even on that screen. Just take two, guys. I'm sorry. Take two. I'm sorry. Houdini! He's sexy. We all know this. No, but you can see Professor Oak in sweet 1080p 60 frames per second talking about Pokemon. Then you get to see your rival / best friend. Then you can roast him about his weird anime hair. But I digress. But who else to name him but, you know. A question. Would you be comparing this with the other Pokemon games with gameplay of the older games? Sadly, if I had... sadly, no. If I had the other games more readily available, I would love to. But sadly, since I don't have any of the original GBA Pokemon games, I cannot. But I do, though, in a future episode, I would like to do, though, a comparison, though. So... this specific review is kind of me talking about, you know, do I really think that this game is actually worth $60? And then I would like to do a comparison video where I compare it from the original Gen 1 from Game Boy to this. So if I can possibly find the original, like, few, I might be able to record those. I really don't want to I don't really want to emulate them. If I have to, I will. Because I really like to play more on genuine hardware for Pokemon. And obviously, I would enjoy playing it in general. But that's something that I would like to do. I just wish I actually had the original games back. Because the newest games I have is I think is like Pokemon X and Y. And that wouldn't be a fair comparison. So, if this video, when I make this... if this video gets a decent amount of likes, like at the end, I'll kind of have myself, you know, in front of the screen kind of talking for maybe like a minute or so. If I put like a like goal and say, hey, if I get like, for example, like 10 likes on the video, because I only have 176 subscribers, so 10 likes is actually shooting a little bit higher than normal than I normally get. So if I get like 10 likes on the video, for example, then I might take the time, you know, maybe after Christmas or maybe a little bit before Christmas, depending on how my work schedule is. As I just got my schedule for the next few weeks, I actually have a weekend off, which I might be able to actually work with this type of stuff. So... it's kind of just going to be on how much I have on my plate. I might actually do it where my good buddy Houdini might be able to do a comparison video, and I can just send him my raw gameplay just over to him if he wants to do it. So I could talk to him about that if he wants to do that type of route. But if it's going to be me who's going to be doing it, then most likely I'm going to have to emulate, and I want to specifically emulate, I think, Yellow, because I think Yellow was Pikachu. Yeah, so Pokemon Yellow was specifically Pikachu. So, and with that, I would really be able to do a good comparison, because obviously, Let's Go Pikachu, and then the original Pokemon Yellow with Pikachu. That's on the front cover. So that could be a good indication about things. So, I don't know. If that's something that you guys want to see, you know, seriously, let me know. So I wouldn't mind doing it, or hell, I will give Houdini my entire hour and a half raw recording of me just playing this game for a little bit, if he wants to do a comparison video. So, let me know. Because if you guys want to see it, I will try to make it happen as best as I can. But I do have some product reviews I want to be doing. So, why not does Houdini provide the gameplay for the Game Boy version and provide for Let's Go and do a video together? That's actually a very good question. I don't know if he owns Pokemon. I don't know if he owns any of the original Pokemon games. So I can actually see if I don't know if he'll respond to me tonight, but I can at least text him though and just be like, hey. Do you own any Gen 1 Pokemon? So, I mean, that is a great idea. Like, I would love to work with him on another video. You provide the Let's Go gameplay. Yeah. Yep. Because the one thing is that he doesn't have a Switch. So, obviously, I would have to provide Let's Go gameplay. I wouldn't have a choice. you know, but that would be something that I would actually enjoy doing. So if you guys want to see it happen, I'll make it happen. Just let me know. But what I am going to do though is I'm going to do like a little like write down type deal. Crap, how do I, oh, what's this? Snipping tool. Where'd it go? Here it is. New. There we go. And with that, I will have something to work on. So, but yeah, I mean that's a very good point. I would enjoy doing that. So, I don't know if Houdini is going to be like responding to me tonight or not. Oh, did you? No, I didn't. But yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, okay, so back to the edit though, because we do need to try to get some of this done at least before I have to yeet out of here. Because I do have some other things I'm gonna work on tonight too. So I'm not gonna be on here for too much longer, guys. I might be on here for maybe another hour or so. I'm gonna have to head off here because I do want to be able to spend time with Eli and stuff tonight. You know, because this is the only time we actually have off, so we can actually like play games and stuff together for a little while. Yeah. So, here we are. Back at the lovely product placement, you know, because, you know, Gary. Gary. The best part about this game. Gary. So back at Houdini. So let's go to where the line before it. You can see the man himself, Houdini. Now, but you see Professor Oak in sweet 1080p 60 frames per second talking about Pokemon. Then you get to see your rival / best friend. And then you can roast him about his weird ass anime hair. But who else to name him, you know, but Gary. And then finally get sucked out of your TV with your lovely product placement. And then you get to go to Professor Oak. Damn. So I forgot to show that part out. So I actually had a part where I said, you know, you were able to move around, say hi to people, you know, but I'm gonna take that part out because it's like, yeah, it just happens. So because we're going from the enlarged switch to that, so then you get set out of your TV with another great showing of product placement. And then you get to go and see Professor Oak. At least you hope to. What is this? Why did I walk around? Okay, I bet you asked me, why did I like walk around the house? Like, what was I doing? I mean, I also recorded this at like 3 in the morning as well too, so I probably was just done, like already done for. But it's like, I took the longest way to someone's house, went into someone's yard, and then finally went to the door. What the hell did I do? Like, what was the task of that? Oh dear, that's so funny. You know, but maybe I can go ahead and just take this and do just a quick, like, you know, like 2-second interval. Scoopity poo. Poopity loop and scoop. Scoopity whoop. I will say though that I do love the music of this game. This game sounds so nice. And it's just chill. So, here I kind of talk to everybody, and then you walk around. Nice meme. Oh. Just real quickly. Hit or miss, I guess. Oh my god. Do I need to do it in like some like weird ass like accent too? Like should I just like be like stupidly weird about this? Is my internet going out? I hope not. YouTube's going to be dumb, but also I think it's only 360 as well. Let's put on 144, make it even better. You know. What the hell, YouTube? YouTube's being honestly dumb. I mean, because it just kind of like stopped my showing over here, but whatever. So, but if you're wondering what they said in chat is, hit or miss. I guess they made her miss. Oh my gosh. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. If you're gonna find another, he will miss ya. Blah. Like, ew. Like, that's all half of what TikTok is nowadays. TikTok was a bad musically was a bad like Snapchat / Instagram thing. Snapchat and Instagram is as bad as Facebook, which is as bad as MySpace, which was as bad as Ask, and then holy shit. Now I like the stream. Oh boy. Yeah, I kinda don't have any shame. I'm kind of dumb. But it's whatever. I'm chill. Yeah. I'm pretty chill with things, you know. I try to have fun with a lot of people. Just make sure you don't, you know, just make sure you're not like making me regret what I do, because I regret everything already. You just freaking Wiz Khalifa, mother. When you drop base. Reason why I changed my name, because Space Ghost was on TV one night, and I was like, oh my god, I remember this. He's an honorary superhero made by Hanna-Barbera. I want to bring him back. I feel ya. I mean, he looks interesting. That was pretty cool, I guess. Who did I miss, huh? I don't know. Are they like talking to him? Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I know he's weird, but like, are they actually like talking? Like, are they actually talking to him? Like one-on-one, like not even like editing. Like, I mean, one-on-one. No, but I'm so happy. Where your ugly brother? What? Oh. He's out there doing stuff on his PS3. He's playing games and stuff. I don't see. I was confused when you said ugly. Like, I don't have anyone ugly. Everyone in my family is beautiful. My God. Tell him he ugly. It's a joke, Matthew. Well, it's time for me to do a I'm sorry. Yeah, that's from my Christmas party, 2020. Christmas party 2020 is when I roast everybody, including myself, because I am a weird thing. Oh, my mouse went somewhere. There it is. So, there's a lot more to do. Not a lot of time. It's just, damn. So, I mean, at least we got some of this done. So I'm glad that we got some of this stuff done. I know this may not seem like a lot to do, you know, but we're kind of taking it slow, doing our thing, doing it on our time. So. How did you come out of a Pokeball? It's like you just like yellow thing. What is this game? It's like a dog now. What is this game? I guess Pikachu's my Pokemon now. Why not give it a name? Why would I give it a name? It's Pikachu. That's his name. It looks so happy. Then I choose this one. He got an Eevee. So here's a funny thing, right? Like I haven't seen people do Let's Go Eevee, right? If on Let's Go Eevee, does the other guy just pick the other one? So like, does Gary then pick Pikachu? Like, is that just like a coincidence, or? It's a good question. Developers. So, all right, I am sadly going to have to end off this project. And I do want to start a different one. One is going to be a little bit easier for me to manage. It's going to be an episode of the One Take Show. Not really. It's going to be an episode of the review shows I'm going to be doing. So this is all I'm going to be doing for the Let's Go for the moment, guys. So I'm going to quickly put you guys on a brief hold. No, I'm joking. But I'm going to put you guys on intermission, though, for a few moments while I switch everything over. It's just going to blank the screen out, which is going to help me a lot. So I don't have to try to worry about other shit. But I'm going to go ahead and double check this is saved. Save as. Maybe I'll do like 1. Just in case if it doesn't want to work. So get rid of that. I'll hit save here. File save, and then close it, and then I'm gonna bring this back over here. Close it out of my way. And then you open up Premiere again. Then do Do you like this? How does this make you feel? Boop. There we go. All right. I'm gonna go and import some media. I'm not gonna show you guys that because that stuff's kind of boring, and also I have a lot of stuff to go through. Scoop dee poop. Is that scoop? Scoopity poop poop poop. Hi ho, let's go. Come on, catch your game on. Game on, Gray, get your game on. Get your game on. Pokemon! Alright, so I guess I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Boop. So, obviously, if you guys don't know this by now, I've been doing some renovations in my room, and I still haven't got any sound foam yet. I didn't want this review to hinder because I didn't have any sound foam. So ignore the shit on the wall. I mean, it's gonna be filled with sound foam very, very, very soon. Like hopefully within the next month soon, so I can start doing more reviews in here. But I got rid of my brick tile walls for other reasons, mainly just because I was tired of doing reviews out there. I want to do more in the same room, which works out for me a little bit more. And also, I just have some other stuff I want to talk about as well. But yeah, that is super loud already. I'm just gonna go ahead and automatically just turn down the audio. Set, do like a negative 10. Zero. There we go. Poop. This is like this is weird. I think Adobe's crashing now. Oh shit, my RAM usage is 92%. Holy shit. I think Premiere's crashing, guys. You know how I say it doesn't really crash that much? Oh, it works. Okay. It's good. It's okay. It's somehow running. There we go. Because I don't have one. So eventually I will be getting those once I get more money and then once I actually have some more spending money. But at the moment, I'm just trying to save up as much as I can to do other things. And also, real quickly, if I look two-tone to you guys, I am really sorry about that. I'll try to fix that in post. But I have a softbox light right here. Then I have my Philips Hue lights, which are trying to get that wall to be white. And this is trying to make me be white, so it's like white all around. So again, it's going to be some time until everything is fully set up and looking the way I want it to be, guys. Just give me a break, please. I just want to get these videos done, and I don't want to annoy Eli or my grandma or my grandpa for being out in the living room at almost 3 a.m. in the morning. So, again, please just excuse this. So here I am. So for you guys who don't know, yes, I have long hair. Obviously, it's pulled back and stuff right now. But I do have long hair. I have a beard, obviously, and I'm fat. So there you guys go. And through here, I'm just kind of doing this. So I kind of had some issues, I guess, before with things. You know, I was kind of being dumb. So this is kind of like intro-ish, like whatever. Alright, this is the video about the retro off work for now. Congratulations. I'm not off work until Monday. Duo portable, is it worth it? Not a joke on that, but anyways, scene run, roll one, take one. Director and camera both Michael Bell. Take one. So obviously, as I meant for the night, well, I'm back at Target 10 a.m. tomorrow. That's amazing. So Same controllers in my goddamn way. So, yeah. So yeah, so right here I kind of have some issues I guess I'll talk about on here, but I'm kind of gonna do like a small. The issue with this stupid thing is that you cannot charge and play it at the exact same time. It is the stupidest concept, and I mean, like, I'm gonna have a talking part in it where I kind of talk about it, but it's like it's so garbage in how it is. You know, it doesn't help at all for what it's doing, and for it to be a portable player. I mean, I guess I can understand why it's not like that, but seriously, like. It would be so much nicer. And the issue is that I had to buy the older one too. I don't have the newer one that can do a few of the other consoles on there, because I really wanted one that would do NES and SNES. That's all I really want it for. And I can always buy that adapter too for the Sega Genesis. But you know, that thing, it does decently well. I mean, I can show you guys that it does work. I played Doom. I don't know why though that this thing shows my reflection so well. I kind of want to redo this part because it showed my reflection. Look, because when I looked at the camera, it didn't look too bad, but I truthfully want to do it in like a dark room and kind of do it a little bit differently. So let me know what you guys think about that. I really don't like how it really shows my face and stuff like that. I don't know. I've always been a person who hated that. I don't know. I'll figure that out eventually. But also, that's also technically, even though it is for the review and stuff like that, it's for the other parts too. And obviously, this is the unboxing. This is kind of me talking about everything. So, I'm talking about what it is. And also, guys, the ghost in the background is always there. So give a quick round of applause to the ghost. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna redo the part of me actually talking about it, because then I can kind of be like, okay, so with some knowledge of the readings of the manuals. Yeah, you actually can't play with it when it's plugged in, and also for me to get this shot, I'm gonna be in complete darkness, you know, stuff like that really helps. And also, I just need to make sure the games I play are gonna be like decent games as well too. So yeah, I'm actually thinking about redoing that. So what was that, 94? So redo. Shit, what was it? Let's redo the power on. So. I'm also gonna make a note on here to wear a black shirt, because whenever I was doing that, I was also wearing a white shirt, and I think maybe if I wore a black shirt, it might help. I know it sounds weird, but sometimes just those little itty bitty shadows might be able to help out. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put a beanie over my face. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. So, but yeah, so you guys are kind of gonna see this. I'm gonna redo that section, but at least here I kind of have the informational talking parts. You know, kind of do a haul video on kind of what I have and what videos, not what videos, what games I have. Then I kind of talk about the console itself and how it's really cool. What's it called? It's called the Retro something. But I mean, I can kind of talk about it for a minute. I'm actually gonna head off here, guys. I've been on here for almost 2 hours now, so I'm gonna head off here so I'm not boring you guys anymore. But I've been using it for a little bit here and there. I don't use it like every single day, But I will say that my mom has used it and I have used it, and it's a lot of fun to have. Now I bought the console and stuff like that. I bought all the games and stuff for it. But my mom has never technically beaten the original Legend of Zelda. And so I kind of was like, here, well, I was just going to buy it because a place that I went to called Vintage Stock had a buy two, get one 50% off. And wherever was the lowest price, you got 50% off or you got for free. I don't remember. But it was buy two, do something. And so, you know, I saved a decent amount of money on it. But, you know, I don't know. I just think the camera angles, I could work on them a little bit. I could also work on maybe the lighting for it a little bit more. I mean, I like the intro part because truthfully, I think I look decent in the intro part. And because there's a lot of times where I actually don't like myself in final shirts. But I think I look decent. So, yeah. Guys, that's all I'm going to have for tonight. So, I mean, truthfully, I would have given you guys a little bit more, but I'm trying not to spoil my entire Let's Go review. So you guys got to see at least a little bit of the intro part, and kind of I got to show you guys a little bit too on how my style of editing is. Now, if you ask, you know, myself versus Houdini, who does most of the editing, obviously it's Houdini. But for me though, I do it in a different type of way where I enjoy it a little bit more. I guess, how can I say it? I enjoy doing editing a little bit more in a peaceful manner. As I said before in the beginning of the vlog, the beginning of the live streams, I don't like having to do it when I have people in my ear. I don't like doing it in voice chat and stuff like that because honestly, I get distracted too easily, and also it helps me really get with audio. Because that's the one thing that so many people can miss is having really, really, really good audio. And sometimes for me, I have to redo an entire video because of audio. So yeah. But I mean, that's all I really got, guys. So I mean, I need to stream with 3 people watching. That's not bad. When I think we had a peak of like 8 or 9 tonight. What was my peak? I don't think I can see what it was. But anyways, I mean, I had a peak earlier of I think about like 8. So yeah, I want to thank everyone so much for watching. I also want to thank everyone who came to the stream who is new. If you're new to the channel and if you guys want to see more stuff from me, again, I'm not always going to be doing editing streams and stuff like that. I mainly like doing more game streams, but I just thought that it would be kind of a little bit of a break from gaming stuff like that. It'll be nice for me to get some work done and just be able to show you guys kind of how my style is. And at the end of it, hopefully you guys like the final products. So if you guys like the video / the stream, make sure to leave a like on the video, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you really enjoy what I do. And I just want to thank you all so much for joining in. We're just having a gay old time, I guess. I don't mean that way. I mean it being happy. Alright? Anyways, my name is Matthew Bell, and I want to see you guys on the next live stream that I do. And remember, I do mainly gaming on my Twitch account. I have not been on there in a while, so the next stream I'm going to be doing is going to specifically be on Twitch. So if you have a Twitch account and you'd like to see people play games on Twitch, the next game I plan on playing on Twitch is either going to be Super Mario Party again, or it's going to be what do you call it? Super Mario Party or the Jackbox Party Pack. But yeah, go ahead and follow me on Twitch, guys, and that's all I really have. Thank you all again so much for watching. My name is Matthew Bell, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!